Replacing the igniter on a Winslow PS40 or PI40 pellet stove or insert. First, locate the blower and the blower's mounting screws. This blower will need to be removed with these two screws here to gain access to the igniter. Using a 1/8 inch Allen key, we're going to undo the top. You don't have to remove these screws, just loosen them up slightly. And once they're loose, the blower will pull right out. The gasket can be reused if it doesn't fall apart. We'll just set that down over here. Next, we need to disconnect the zip ties that hold the wiring harness. Follow the black wires for the blower so we can get the blower out of the way. Down underneath the auger motor, there are also two other zip ties that we need to do that hold the igniter. And there's one more a little bit further back, right there on that black wire. Snip that one and then find the black wire for the blower. It will be connected over here on the common bus. You'll have to apply a bit of force pulling away from you straight away, and it should come undone. And then pull that off and we can set the blower aside. The igniter is located down by the air intake. And again, we'll undo a zip tie that's connecting the igniter wires to the harness. And then using a 7mm socket, we're going to loosen up the worm clip that holds the igniter cartridge tube onto the mounting bracket. It slips off, and then your igniter should pull all the way out. Over on the control board side of the stove, there's going to be a purple wire, and the other end of the igniter is going to connect to that. Pull that apart. This is a bullet type connector, and here's the purple wire right there. The other end of the igniter is going to be attached at the common bus underneath the auger motor. We'll pull that apart, and then the igniter will pull out of the stove. Now I'm going to show you this out of the stove because it's hard to show it inside, but here's your burn pot, and the back of the burn pot has a receiving end for the igniter cartridge. As it passes through the stove, it needs to kiss up against the back of the burn pot, just like that. As you slide it in straight, make sure that the burn pot is in the stove with the back end pointing, and then the igniter cartridge will slide through and match right up to it. And there's a clip on the back of the igniter here where once you have it on the bracket, it will allow for a little bit of play to push it forwards or backwards. So let's take our new igniter tube, and we're going to slide that straight through. Make sure that it catches through the opening. And then there it is. It's right up against the back of the burn pot. And then again, using our 7mm wrench, we're going to come in and we're going to tighten up that worm clip. Perfect. And then we can plug in the leads on our igniter. One white one will go to the common bus right over here, and the other end, the bullet connector, is going to connect back again on the purple wire over on the control board side. Now we can reuse our gasket, and these are our mounting screws, and make sure that the washers are hanging down. And then you're going to put the gasket between the washers and the housing of the blower, and you can't come in from the back like this, it won't fit. See? So you have to come in around the vacuum switch like so. Slide it into the slot over on the far side, and make sure that your screws and the washers are over the edge of the mounting bracket here. And then we'll just come back in with our 1/8 inch Allen key, and we'll tighten up the top. And once that's tight, then we can go down and tighten up the bottom. just like so. And then we just need to plug the blower back in. One black one's going to go on the fan switch, and then the yellow that powers the blower is on the other side of the fan switch, right there. We'll plug that onto the fan switch, and then we're going to take all of our wires and we're going to, well, actually we got to run the other wire over to the other common bus. Take the second black wire and bring it over to the common bus and find an empty spade. Doesn't matter which one. Let's put that on there. And then a little housekeeping. Take all of your wires, bunch them back up together, fasten them with a zip tie, and we're done. Thank you for watching our video.